Hi everyone, my name is Ifelayo Esther Buluwatife, and today I'm going to be talking about child abuse, the long life trauma, understanding the effects of child abuse. Now, what is child abuse? It is a passionate advocate raising awareness on child abuse issues, understanding the impact of abuse on children's life. Child abuse is a serious problem affecting many children globally, leading to long-term physical and emotionally. Now, child abuse is not just restricted to a family, restricted to a community. It is a global phenomenon. Now, preventing child abuse. Child abuse is a serious issue that requires immediate attention and prevention efforts. Child abuse is a serious issue that requires immediate attention and prevention efforts. Now, I'm going to be talking about how to prevent child abuse. Things to do to prevent child abuse. And the first one is education and awareness. Education and awareness. Education, you have to educate people to know how to go about it. And awareness, you have to let them know. They have to be aware that, okay, there's something like child abuse. And now it says, educate parents, caregivers, and communities about the signs and consequences of child abuse. Awareness is crucial for prevention. You cannot prevent what you are not aware of. So that is why awareness is part of the education. They have to be aware, then you educate them that, okay, there's actually something like this. The second one is promote positive parenting. Encourage positive parenting practices that emphasize love, respect, and communication. Promote positive parenting. Now, you have to let parents know that you have to bring your children closer in love. Teach them these things so they won't be far from you. And another thing he says is communication. You have to build this bond with your children so that even if they are being abused outside, they will be able to speak up and communicate with you as their parent or their guardian. Now, the third thing is early intervention. Implement programs that identify and intervene in high-risk situations early. This can include support services for families facing challenges or stressors. Early intervention. The next one is child advocacy and support. Ensure children have access to safe spaces and support adults that they can trust. Child advocacy. There are actually so many child advocacy agencies that actually stand up for children. Yes, that's part of it. And then the last thing is legal protection and enforcement. Strengthens law and policies to protect children from abuse and ensure that perpetrators are held accountable. Now, legal protection and enforcement. There have to be legal protection and enforcement. There have to be laws against this. So anybody caught doing it is going to face a consequence. Now, child abuse awareness. Understanding the impacts on children, breaking the line of abuse together. Now, how do you know a child is being abused? How do you look at a child and say, I think this child is being abused? So there are signs that you see that makes you, as a parent, a caregiver, a guardian, to know that this child is not okay, this child is being abused. And then for you to know, you have to also be very, 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 very curious. You have to be very, very, very observant. Yes, that's the word, observant. If you're not observant, you'll not even know these things. And the first thing is physical signs. Unexplained bruises, welts, or marks on the body, especially in unusual patterns and location. Like I said, observation. If you're not an observant person, you will not notice this. Another thing is behavioral sign. Withdrawn behavior, fearfulness, or excessive shyness. See, maybe your child that is very outspoken, very, very okay, very, very agile, very, very, and then you just notice this child is withdrawn, doesn't want to talk. You know that something is the matter. You don't just say, his mood swing, maybe he's not okay. No, you have to observe and see. If it's a continuous thing, then you have to investigate and dig in. Another thing is sudden changes in behavior or personality. That's what I just talked about, such as aggression, mood swing, or depression. Fear of going home or being around a particular person. If the person is scared of going home, you know that this child is being abused, or your child all of a sudden is uncomfortable with somebody, maybe an uncle or an aunt, you should know that there is something wrong. Another thing is emotional signs: low self-esteem or self-worth, anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts. Don't be surprised, children can be suicidal, especially from the age of 12 down to 16. Excessive fear or reluctance to talk about home life, difficulty forming. Now, all I've talked about is child abuse, how to prevent it, and the signs to look out for. Thank you very much.